Well, hello there, friends. Another delicious dish for a vegetarian, friends. Even if you're not vegetarian, you're gonna love this, my friends. It's a ratatouille stuffed bell pepper. Yeah, roasted bell pepper stuffed with an amazing ratatouille provençal. My friends, you're gonna love this one because I'm loving it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring the bell. I'm glad you're here. Stay tuned. We're making them right now, friends. Okay, friends, well, this is delicious. And you know, I have so many friends that are vegetarians. And actually, this would work for vegans also. And I'm telling you, it's delicious, friends. Don't shy away from food that doesn't have any meat and think, is this delicious? For those of you that really, really want meat, I have another stuffed pepper recipe that I did right over there. Jack's going to give you a link. It's got spicy Italian sausage. It's delicious. So what we're going to do, friends, we're going to take bell peppers. We're going to stuff them with the ratatouille. And I'm telling you, it's really simple to do. The ratatouille is a stew. It's a squash stew. Then it's from Provence, which is where I'm from. I'm from, let me tell you real quick. I was born in Aix-en-Provence. Oh, mamma mia, it's hot. I was born in Aix-en-Provence. So this is really La Provence for you, friends. And and my mom used to make ratatouille all the time. I'll tell you in a minute what I'm doing. Right now I got squash and zucchini. Now, you can do all this in one pot. You can do all this in one pot. I'm doing it just to show you the importance of doing certain things. I got salt. I want to concentrate. I know it's a lot of pots. And some of you are saying, Mamma mia, there's a lot of pot here. But you don't have to do it this way. Holy moly, look at this. 3 pieces went out. And voila. All right, so we're going to put a little salt in there. Also, another piece went in there. Goodbye. Little salt. And let me tell you why I'm explaining in a second why I'm doing this, okay? Why I'm doing 3 pans instead of 1. You can do it, but it's better to do different pans. I'll tell you in a minute. Now remember, there's always onion in a ratatouille, and the onions goes first. So we got a little bit of caramelization, okay? A little bit of caramelization in the onion, and then we're gonna put garlic. Now, heavy garlic in the ratatouille. You don't be afraid to put garlic. 1, 2, and some tablespoon of chopped garlic, friends. And the minute we smell the garlic, making a ratatouille is really simple. That movie was phenomenal, wasn't it? That ratatouille movie was actually very, very well done. Very well done. I mean, it was very realistic. The kitchen and all that, they really did an amazing job. When you can smell the garlic, my friends, when it's fragrant, we need to capture this beautiful aroma. So we're going to put a can of chopped tomatoes. Now, if you are a place where you have beautiful fresh tomatoes, by all means use fresh tomato. Take the time to peel them if you can, if you have fresh tomatoes. If not, then I'd rather use a good canned tomato than a crappy canned tomatoes, than a crappy fresh tomato. Because some of those tomatoes, let me tell you, in Florida, we're not very lucky. There's only one store I go to called in Pompano. It's called Buy Their Fruits. Buy Their Fruits, strange name, but it's the only store that I know that's got decent tomatoes. All right, friends. So the onion, the tomatoes, I'll go back to this in a minute. Fresh thyme. I have a tablespoon of fresh thyme. Thyme and garlic and basil are the Provençal seasoning the most. Provençal seasoning, friends. Look, I got zucchini and yellow squash and eggplants. And you notice, friends, that I cut them very small because this is going to go inside. This is going to go inside the pepper, and I want to make sure then it's not too big. So the peppers, I'm going to show you how we prepare them. So what I'm doing here, friends, I'm sautéing. You see right there, friends? You see we're starting to get some caramelization in there? And it's very important that we do that. You get a lot more flavor. If you put them all in one pot and you don't give that opportunity, see right there the color, my friends? Can you see right there? You can see? See right there? This is going to give so much more flavor to the eggplant and the zucchini and the squash. That's why I do it this way. You can put it in here, it still will work, okay? But it'll give you more color, more flavor if you take the time to do it the way I'm doing it here. All right, friends? See, look, not that complicated. It just takes a little more time, so you can do it in 2 or 3 batches if you want. Now let me show you how to do the pepper. Let me just go a little less heat so I don't have to worry too much about it. Right, the peppers, how do I prepare them? First of all, I buy them, I want to make sure they're straight. So they're straight like that. And it's very important, otherwise they're all crooked. It makes it difficult. Crooked peppers. So look, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to cut about maybe a half an inch or a centimeter, right, like that. And then what we'll do, we'll take a bowl and we'll push the stem out of there without cracking it if we can. If we can not crack it, that would be better. And we did not crack it, so it's good. And then we go in. Let me get my little knife. Go in there like this. Go in there like this. You see right there, there's a little pepper coming in. Remember, no matter what color they are, they start green. Here's a perfect demonstration of it. Right there, they start green. So all peppers are green, and then depends how they're grown, they turn different colors. All right, let me check this, friends. You see, look, friends. You see right there? This is what I like. Beautiful right here. So this is going to release a lot of water. So we're going to let it cook. You see that? See that beautiful color, friends? You see right there? Look at this. You see, it's pretty simple, huh? Let's get a little more color out of this one. Let's get a little more color out of this one. Let me make sure they're a little higher. Not without being too high. Okay, so what else do we do with this, friends? What I do is I like to take a little bit of olive oil. Right? Good olive oil. I'm using a garlic olive oil or a basil olive oil. And I rub it all over it. You see? Look. I rub it all over it. Right? And then I put my hands in there. And I make sure that it's everywhere. You see, friends? I make sure it's all over. Right? And don't be afraid to put a little extra oil in there. And you do the same for the top right here. Okay, friends? Right there, look. Right there, right there, right there, right there. And then we do put them in here. And then we'll put them in here. And then the next thing I'm going to do when my hands are clean, I'm going to put a little bit of salt on there. And then we're going to bake them at 350. Let me clean my hands, please. And then we're gonna bake them at 350, friends. Let's clean up everything. Remember, friends, when you finish a job, whatever it may be, you want to clean, sanitize, clean. Okay, so it makes it easy to cook if everything is clean. I don't know about you, but I like everything nice and clean. Look at the color, friends. You see the color we're getting? You see right there the color, right? Okay, so friends, here's what I'm going to do. Because everything is done now. What I'm going to do, I got to put a little basil in there. I'm going to put the basil right in there. And we're going to mix all this up. We're going to put the squash and the zucchini right in there. And we're going to cook this very low for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Look how beautiful this is. All right, friends. We're going to cook this very slowly for about 45 minutes. I'm going to put the peppers in the oven, cook them for about 30 minutes at 350. 350 for 30 minutes. All right, we're going to cook all this up. And then when we finish, my friends, I come back. And we're gonna stuff it. We're gonna mix all this up with some barley. I already cooked the barley, you see. I got the barley going. I got a mess going on over there, so turn this off. The barley is cooked already. Barley is the easiest thing in the world to cook, my friends. It's really, really simple. 1 cup of barley. I use the, where is it? Here it is. I use the quick barley. The quick barley, friends. You put 1 cup of that for 2 cups of chicken stock. A little bit of butter. And you make sure the chicken stock is boiling. Put your, say, let's say you have 2 cups of stock and 1 cup of barley, right? You boil the stock. You put a cup of barley. Put a little bit of butter in there if you want. And cover it. Put it in a very little burner, small burner. Let her cook slowly, bloop, 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 very slowly, right? For about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, let her take it off the heat. Don't take that out. Leave it 5 more minutes. After 5 minutes, you got a beautiful barley. See, look how beautiful that is. This is fantastic. You can use rice, you can use barley, you can use quinoa, you can use whatever you want. All right, my friends, we're going to cook this. We're going to pop those guys in the oven at 350. And I'll see you in a minute. We're going to stuff it. We're going to put a little cheese at the last minute. And so we'll see you back in a few minutes. Okay, friends. Well, as you notice it, you're probably going to notice because I'm going to show you, there's a little bit of water that got mixed up with the oil. So you want to remove it, okay? I did it already to the other one. And what we're going to do now, we're going to fill it. And it's really simple. That ratatouille is amazing. I love that name, ratatouille. La ratatouille provençale. That's how we say it in French. So I'm figuring about a ladle of ratatouille could be enough. Maybe a ladle and a half, or a heavy ladle of ratatouille. Okay, so it's gonna take whatever it's gonna take. I don't know if you notice. I always give you some a philosophy. It's gonna take what it's gonna take. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So we put whatever we think with it. I just salt and pepper. You can, I did it. I got to show you because I did it. If it's certainly not traditional, but we don't do anything traditional in this recipe anyway. I love to put harissa in everything these days. I recommend it to you guys all the time. You can find it at the grocery store. It's called Mina. It was a brand, and the sauce is called harissa with a H, A, R-I-S-S-A, harissa. It's a sauce. It's a Moroccan spicy pepper sauce, hot sauce. So the barley, we're gonna mix it. I'm figuring 1 spoon per. I'm probably gonna have too much or not enough. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. And we mix it all up, friends. And then we're gonna fill up each peppers. And then we're gonna put some Gruyere. Oh, put a little bit of parsley in there, friends. A little parsley, yeah? It'll be really nice. Make sure your barley, friends, has some. Make sure your barley has some butter in it. A little butter when it comes out. The best time to put it in, friends, is when it comes out. Yeah, make sure you do that. So, what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna do one, friends. I'm gonna do all the other ones. All right. So we're gonna take the biggest one, and we're gonna put it in. Right? You got the camera in there? You good? I'm not in the way with a bowl or anything? Oh. All right, so now what we do, friends, we take a smaller spoon, right? Because we got to pack it in. Pack it in. Don't be afraid now, right? And then what we're going to do, we're going to really, really pack it in good, right? And then we're going to take a little Gruyere or Swiss cheese or mozzarella, whatever cheese you want to put in there, friends. Right? Just a little bit. Pack it in, pack it in. Don't be afraid now. and right? And then you take your Gruyere or your whatever cheese you want to put on there, friends. And you really make sure you have a nice amount over there. We grate it with the big holes. I like it better small, but it is what it is, so we'll have to use it. So right out, okay? Make sure you adjust seasoning, salt and pepper. Make sure you adjust seasoning also here, okay? And then you're gonna put it in the oven, and you cook them in the oven, friends, until they're beautiful golden brown, and they'll be perfect. So you can make all this in advance, all this. And also, if you don't want to eat the bell peppers, you can just eat this like this. It's delicious. You drizzle a little bit of olive oil in it. Ooh, it's going to be delicious. All right, friends, I'm going to finish it all. I'm going to pop them in the oven. And when I see you, they'll be out of the oven. Okay, friends. When they come out of the oven, you want to wait a few minutes, though. And you put a little chopped parsley in there. And you can serve them like this. This is delicious just to eat like this. Or you can serve them with a little coulis. I make my famous bell pepper coulis. That's the way I like to serve my bell pepper better. But you can make a tomato coulis. You can make a tomato sauce, whatever makes you happy. And what I do, friends, I take the top of the pepper and I put it in here like this, you see? And sometimes, not all the time, it holds it perfect. It all depends. It all depends how the pepper is, if it got crooked when it cooked. And as you can see, this one got crooked when it cooked. It's still gonna be delicious. My dish is not too hot, you see? So it's still gonna be delicious, and you take a little piece of basil, and voila. And then you have a dish and it's not too bad looking, you see, friends? And now we're gonna go in with a knife and a fork, and we're gonna eat it. It actually looks kind of cool like this, right? What do you think? It's got it looks like it's how do you say that? It looks like it could be something you did on purpose, when really you didn't. You see, that's funny looking. All right, friends, I want to go in right there. Oh, this is a big knife. I don't need a big knife like this. This is good enough right there. I need to go with a huge knife in here, and we're gonna cut this. Oh yeah, it's cooked to perfection. Now it gets a little messy at this point. Forget the thing. Now we're eating, okay? So, all right, Jean-Pierre. Oh yeah, look at it. It's gonna be delicious. You see, the pepper is cooked to perfection. So at this point, the bell pepper that you normally put in the ratatouille is the vessel to serve the ratatouille. Wow. And it melts in your mouth. You see, the secret, friends, is to pre-cook the bell pepper in advance. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. I love it. The pepper is soft, but it's still got a little bite to it, which is wonderful. I don't want it to be all mushy. My friends, I'm glad you were here to watch it. Remember now, if you want to make the one with the sausage, go right ahead and make it. It's delicious also. But for those of you that have a vegetarian people, or you don't feel like, I tell you, right now I'm going to eat them, and it's delicious. I don't eat the sausage all the time. And I bet you don't either. My friends, remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching. Now, I don't know which one I'm going to have. I guess I'm going to finish this one here. Because let me tell you, and it's phenomenal because the bell pepper is not, bell pepper is not mushy at all. It's got still the great flavor. I really do a great job, don't I? I'm gonna sit down and eat. Oh.